So, as you guys see, learn to say no can be a pretty wide and extensive topic to discuss. We can learn to say no to a lot of things, to plenty of them. But my focal point tonight is going to be learn to say no to those misleading usage of the technological devices. 20 years ago, when internet showed up in front of us like a newborn baby, no one have ever foreseen that internet is actually ruining our life. Well, if you treat internet as an evil-minded villain, then the first things that make him such a scoundrel is because of those improper remarks, disrespectful words, and insulting statement posted online by those netizens. The atmosphere of social media nowadays is full of chaos and malevolence. And you will definitely understand what am I talking about if you watch TikTok frequently. Well, internet is supposed to be a place where we discuss about social issues politely. It's supposed to be a place where we communicate and unite each other together. It's supposed to be a place where we inspire and encourage each other sincerely. But more and more people nowadays choose to express their anger and dissatisfaction online to those innocent people. And they troll at almost everything they see, from the national news to the daily vlog. The things that is, they didn't even aware that some of their words and some of their trash talks has become knife that perpetrate crimes, which actually leads to a pernicious phenomenon, and that is cyberbullying. It is always more than just words on a screen. So how serious is this phenomenon happened in our society? Well, according to the research by UN, more than 1/3 of the students from more than 30 countries say that they have met cyberbullying online before. Thousands of lives collapse every year because of the cursing and bullying happened online. And you will never know which words or video you post online will make you become a murderer. So you may ask me, are there any substantial solutions to this problem? Well, all the governments are gradually beginning to pay attention to the cyberbullying crisis. But the revolution doesn't work well. So we need to actually restrain ourselves good enough in order to completely eradicate the cyberbullying crisis. But to say no to cyberbullying crisis is not only by saying no with your mouth. First of all, we need to identify two different types of cyberbullier. One of them think that they are the standard of the world and they live under the spotlight. Whatever they like should be what everyone else must like, and whatever they hate must completely disappear from the world. And the second type of person, which is unexpectedly you and me. Well, I believe all of us have all held the same purpose when we are surfing or tweeting online, which is to comment on other or to show off your own experience or feeling to a specific event, right? That's all. But before you say it, before you send it, and before you hit the key for enter, think about that, whether you are hurting somebody by saying this or saying that. It is not a mature behavior to be brutally frank and say whatever comes to your mind and to blame others with self-righteousness. Because this will only be used by those malicious people and facilitate online violence. And what's more, by doing that, you are actually contributing to cyberbullying. So, internet endowed us tons of opportunity to express ourselves, but it didn't give us the unlimited freedom to attack others. So to say no to cyberbullying is actually a long-term goal, and I believe it's duty and it's an effort for every one of us here. And that is the first part of my speech. And the second part of my speech, which is going to be about a phenomenon that I've found in my life, which is addiction to the phones. Phones start to become the best friend of us. We'll stick with our phone while we're walking, while we're dating, while we're eating, while we're hanging out with our friends. They just took up every single second in my life. So here are some images that reveal this kind of phenomenon. What is the reason to be afraid of zombie apocalypse when you are already a zombie? Those people are looking at their phones and they're walking down their streets, but they didn't even know where are the destinations. The second pictures, those couples are sending each other messages while they're on the dinner table, although they've already sit face to face. And the last one, which is, I believe, the same circumstances for a lot of you guys. This is how kids go out and play nowadays. So, isn't that sounds ridiculous? So after watching those videos, after watching those images, I finally realized that people are the prisoner of their phone, and that's why they call it cell phone. Yep, thank you. So Because of that, internet and phones have already become kind of virus that invade our brain. They're gradually conquering our life. They took up their time that we should spend with our family, that we should dedicate to our hobbies, and the time that we should rest. Now they're all gone. I want to ask you guys a question first. Did any one of you guys think that you have spent too much time on your phone instead of doing the correct things you should do right now? Please raise your hand. Okay, I can see a lot of hands right there. Okay, thank you for your response. So, well, how do we drag our life back to the right track? Well, I would say, go find your hobby and find where you're interested in. Find your passion, because there's just somewhere around you waiting for you to discover. And all you need to do is just try. And after those try, you can not only learn some skills, but also can disperse your attention to your loving phones. And at last, I want you guys to remember that phones and those technological devices are just equipments and tools that serves for us. Don't let them dominate your life. So after almost, I believe, 7 or 8 minutes of speech, I hope that every one of you guys can review the things that I've just discussed with you guys, make a good use of those technological devices, and live a brilliant life. Thank you.